Hey you guys, DT here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode of Clash Royale. Last night, Dee and I were battling it out in friendly battles when she was sleeping over, so we had a great night, stayed up super late, which is why I look super tired today. I actually feel super tired and it's getting late, but I cannot possibly not do this video because today I got an Ice Wizard. I got the Ice Wizard in a crown chest today, and in that very moment, unfortunately, I was not recording. I yelled in my chair. I was so thrilled and so happy to get an Ice Wizard that I was just like overjoyed. I immediately, texted a few of my friends, a few of whom you probably watch on YouTube all the time, and they're infinitely better clashers than I am. So I basically came back home after work and decided to give a try to a few decks that I thought would be good combos for the wizard. And 4 first games that I played, I definitely lost miserably. So then I decided to pace myself a little bit more and change one of the decks that used to be my favorite deck in the last 3 or 4 weeks before I got into the losing streak. I changed that deck. I swapped 2 cards and replaced them with Ice Wizard and a Mini Pekka, and from there on it really started to work out for me. So basically I had the recording button rolling because I wanted to record footage if it actually works out and things will work out well for me, and I did not want to talk over it at a time because I just wanted to concentrate. I just got the card today, so I really needed to be more thoughtful about the game process and not about, commentating on it. So, which is why right now I'm talking over the video that I've already recorded. I would not sit here and pretend like it's happening right now because that's just not how I want to do it. So basically, guys, I played, I think, 4 or 5 games once I pressed the record button, and I won every single one of them, and no kidding, this is not cut. You can watch it closely looking at number of the gold coins that I have, look at the trophies that I get, all of those things match up. Like, this is not cuts and cuts and cuts. This is me consecutively winning 4 or maybe 5 games. I forget exactly how many I recorded. And guys, all that I have in my deck is Poison Spell, Mini Pekka, Skeleton Army, Goblins, and Giant, Ice Wizard, as well as Valkyrie, no Valkyrie, Ice Wizard, and Archers. So those are the cards, and a Musketeer, of course. What I did is I replaced the Valkyrie with a Mini Pekka, and I replaced, in this particular deck, I replaced a Goblin Hut with an Ice Wizard, and it basically is just something that is working for me so well. And also today I discovered a new tactic, I suppose, that I've never paid close attention to, but I started doing something that I call Sacrificial Pekka. What I have been doing is basically throwing a Mini Pekka in front of my opponent's army. If like somebody's coming at me with tons of cards and tons of troops, I will throw a Mini Pekka because it has a ton of hit points, and and basically it distracts your opponent's cards enough to where your arena tower and your crown tower, if it's already activated, and of course your troops, your defensive troops, can take it down. So check out the other combo that I am really proud of right now and is working out for me really well. Let me knock on wood. Okay, the combo that's really working out for me super well, and I'm sorry that I keep looking down because I'm actually looking at the video as it's replaying, is the wizard and a giant. So what I do is I'm placing a wizard directly behind the giant, and also a wizard and a skeleton army is working out super well when you're getting attacked with a hog rider or hog rider freeze. What happens is that the Ice Wizard basically slows down the hog rider, and you drop your skeleton army, and in that time, most of the time, the hog rider will be completely down before he even reaches your arena or your crown tower. So that combo has been really great. If you have been losing a ton against a hog rider freeze combo, just check it out. Just try out the Ice Wizard if you have an Ice Wizard and skeleton army. Super great combo. I'm assuming you could also do that with the freeze spell if you don't have an Ice Wizard, if you're getting crushed by a hog rider freeze spell. Like last night when Dee and I were battling, that was her signature move, and a lot of people are using that. So if you are struggling against that combo, just give it a try. Okay, so here is a perfect first deck for me, guys. I always talk about the importance of what cards you're dealt in the beginning of the game. So right over here, I have my giant, I have my wizard, ice wizard, I have my goblins, and a poison spell, which quite frankly, I don't even use right now, or don't need right now. So I'm gonna start with the giant. The giant is going to slowly make his way to my opponent's tower, to my opponent's side, and thanks for the rocket there, but my giant is still walking. So then I'm gonna place the musketeer because she's much slower. You also have to consider the speed, and then the ice wizard and spear gobs and archers. So I'm dropping all of my elixir, but at this point I know that my opponent is also pretty much running low on his elixir, so I'm fine with that. And you guys know I'm not conservative with elixir at all. I have no patience in real life, in on screen and off the screen, so that's just what I do. And right over there, Pekka for the win, you guys. Got me my crown in this game. So basically I have to pace myself a lot better than I currently do, because what I do is I get so excited, I start throwing cards down, and the next thing you know, I have no elixir. Now in some situations it is explained and okay, right? Because like right over here, my opponent is probably more concerned with stopping me getting to his crown tower, stopping me from getting to his crown tower, versus trying to throw his troops down and knock down my tower. So right there and then I was probably just fine, sort of being a little bit less conservative with my elixir. And now we are going to go ahead and stop the little remainder of the barbarian crew with my lovely little ice wizard. So ice wizard, you guys, for legendary cards, legendary card that's only 3 elixirs, that is pretty unbelievable. I cannot even overstate how much this card has saved me in these last couple of games that I've played since I recorded this. When I press the record button to record these gameplays. I've been losing now straight up for 4 days. And before I swapped this deck and I used the different deck, which I can also show you later, I basically was just losing, and just swapping out 2 cards and adding a 3 elixir legendary that has such an unbelievable power. Was completely game changing. And I know it sounds really corny, but believe me, when you get an ice wizard and it like takes you out of a dry spell of constantly losing, you will understand exactly what I'm talking about. Now over here was a little bit evil and I laughed at my opponent. I feel like people troll me all the time with those emojis, so I decided to do the same and did not feel guilty about it at all. So let me show you another one, guys. Actually, not this one, but the next one I think is where my opponent had a perfect opportunity to take me into an overtime, but kind of dropped the ball a little bit. And I think it was probably because he or she were just so overwhelmed with everything that was coming at them that they just did not pay close enough attention. And unfortunately, in Clash Royale, just like a few blinks of an eye where you don't pay attention can cost you a lot. And let's talk about a bomb thrower. On the right hand side, a little bomb thrower is coming my way. Honestly, I feel like bomb thrower is not one of the cards that's worth countering. It's pesky. It's just, just let it go. Let it go. You'll take it out eventually, but don't waste your elixir on it. So what I did instead is I dropped my ice wizard on the left to back up my giant, and right there and then, 1 crown down in the first 50 seconds of the game, I dropped my Pekka. The Pekka goes for the crown tower, and my opponent is like, all right, I gotta bounce. She's definitely got this, and I'm just gonna go and leave her to it. So I, of course, shamelessly finished it off and got the 3 crown. Hey, when somebody leaves the battle, it's more or less like a free pass for you. It's more or less a 3 crown that you were just handed over. So don't tell me you wouldn't take that. Of course you would take it. We all would take it. We're all Clash Royale addicts. Don't lie to yourself and don't lie to me. That's not fun. So in the next game that we're about to watch, you guys, I kid you not, my opponent was like 52 hit points away from taking down my left-hand side arena tower, and instead he or she were so overwhelmed that they basically did not pay enough attention to what was happening right in front of their eyes, because it definitely could have been different. It could have ended much differently, and my opponent definitely could have taken me at least into overtime and possibly even win. You just never know. Okay, so right over here, my opponent is starting over pretty aggressively from the beginning with the witch, with the giant, but I'm also going with the giant on the left and with wizard. The wizard is going to slow down the giant, and the goblins are going to take the giant out. Now, while the witch is still working on my giant as it's making his way to the arena tower, I am getting my troops round up and riled up for the left-hand side arena tower. My Pekka is going for it, you guys, and even though by the time Pekka makes it there, the wizard is going to get taken out, I'm dropping a second wizard, and just like that, my tower, oh, actually, I think the musketeer takes me out there. So musketeer is a pretty good way to counter an ice wizard, but this still is going to be a pretty easy takedown for me. I could literally just put down a poison spell and get that tower down in no time, but I'm just gonna keep on going for a second and then drop a poison to stop the rush of the little pesky goblins coming out of the goblin hut. So right about now, I think where I'm like, oh, why am I not using the poison spell? So I drop it finally, but no, I recorded the gameplay like just a few seconds ago, and I already cannot remember what's happening there. You guys, don't ever get old. Getting old sucks. You forget things and stuff. So anyway, another thing that I wanted to tell you that I observed while playing this is that Ice Wizard is so clutch when it comes to taking out the Baby Dragon. Baby Dragon more or less just does not stand a chance when the Icy is there on the battlefield. So a few times that my opponent dropped the Baby Dragon, it totally just like, ma, it's okay, I'm gonna take you out with just like a few little bursts of his icy little hands. So I got my first crown tower, and look at that, my left hand side tower has 52 hit points left. He literally could have just, I don't know, he could do anything right now, like, please, come on, he could have definitely taken it out. And look, he's got a fireball. Instead of fireballing the tower, he fireballs the wizard. And this is where I'm telling you, he just probably panicked, and so I kept keeping more elixir so I can put troops ahead and in front of that tower in case my opponent was actually like, whoa, what am I doing? I can at least get even right now. So he drops his giant there, he drops the minion horde, and I'm just like, 6 seconds left, I gotta hold on. This is victory. And with 2 seconds left, somehow he drops one more fireball, and not on the tower, but in the middle of the battlefield. So that was a little bit of a, sloppy gameplay, and I can be the one to tell you that it was sloppy because I often get sloppy myself when I play Boom Beach or Clash Royale or other games that I play. But that's basically it, you guys. Ice Wizard today is ruling my world, and I am completely in love with you. Ice Wizard, please marry me. You are like the best thing that I've ever seen in Clash Royale. Now, you guys, on a separate note, and Clash Royale related note, today I have huge news for you. One of the members of our clan of Dangerous Things, Mr. OP from YouTube, is now has been selected to perform or to be a part of a Clash Royale contest in Las Vegas. The ClashCon is happening in just a few weeks, and he has been selected to participate, and he's going to be representing Team Dangerous Things. And I don't know if it's not like an official representation or anything, but I am so proud of him. I've already tweeted at him and I told him in our chat how proud I am of him. OP has been a member of the channel. He's been part of the family for such a long time. He started playing with me in Boom Beach a long time ago, so I am so proud of you. If you're watching this video, you have no idea how I'm proud of you, how much I'm proud of you, and I'm sure I'm speaking for many people from our Boom Beach task forces, all 3 of them that we've had, and of course our clan in Clash Royale. We are so proud of you when this contest is happening, when people are battling it out in Las Vegas, when all of the Clash Royale junkies are watching. We will be rooting and cheering for you like from the bottom of our hearts. And go OP! Go Team Dangerous Things. We are cheering for you, and we hope you're going to kick butts and take names. You go.